Hello guys, Emmanuel from Geekception here, and today I shall be doing the 5-day review for the ZTE Blade A711. Let's begin. And welcome back guys. Now for the people who are new to this channel or for the people who do not know, my 5-day review is a review where I use the phone every single day for the first 5 days, and at the end of each day I record what I've observed from using the phone. And before I start this 5-day review, I'm actually kind of trying to change my setups, so let me know which setup you prefer most down there in the comment section below. And the first thing I like about the ZTE Blade A711 is the fact that it feels very sturdy and it has a very nice feeling to the touch. Taking a look at the software that powers the ZTE Blade A711, it runs Nubia UI atop Android 5.1.1. But something I've actually noticed is the fact that the app switcher that comes with this phone feels very laggy. Actually, switching between apps does not feel laggy, but the app switcher just feels a bit laggy for me. Another thing that I do not like is the fact that the buttons that flag the capacitive home buttons do not light up, or at least if they do, they are very low, which makes usability very difficult, because most of the times you're trying to look for where the buttons are. And this phone does have a fingerprint scanner, but unlike the one on the Nexus 6P which I just finished testing, it's very wonky, and sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work, sometimes it just, it just keeps rejecting my fingerprint and it actually locks this fingerprint function and I have to type in the password. Also, the vibration model on this phone is very strong. So if you have vibration turned on, it's kind of very jarring sometimes. Ending up my day with battery life today, I got a measly 3 hours of screen on time with about 15% left, so when it comes to battery, I am not impressed at all. And today is the second day that I've been using the phone, but something I've noticed is the fact that the screen looks a bit dull and washed out. The quality is not up to par with other phones I've tested in this category. And something else I've noticed is when you look at the camera, it actually has a bulge. It bulges out of the body of the phone, which means when you place it on a table, the phone actually rests on the camera, which I'm really scared about that it might scratch the lens. And taking a look at audio, I ran an audio test to compare it against similar devices, so have a look. And coming back from that test, you guys let me know down there in the comment section below which one you felt was louder. And at the end of the day today, I had about 4 hours of screen on time with about 30% left, which is actually way better than yesterday. I mean, I gave up on this phone when it comes to battery life, but right now, hey, it's not bad. And today's the third day that I've been using the ZTE Blade A711, but something I've noticed is that after an extended period of use, it actually gets warm to the touch a bit, and that's something I don't really actually like about the device. And I've been consuming a lot of media on this phone since the first day I got it, and I would say that it has actually been surprising because watching stuff on this looks vibrant and vivid, but going on to pictures, they look dull and undersaturated, so I don't really know. Watching videos, definitely a good thing on this phone. And apart from the occasional Facebook browsing, going on Reddit and reading some articles on Medium, I really didn't use the phone intensively today. So at the end of my day today, I got about 3.2 hours of screen on time. That's 3 hours 30 minutes with about 23% left, which I would say is fair. Not the best I've seen, at least not like yesterday, but still okay. And today is the fourth day that I've been using the ZTE Blade A711. But something I noticed randomly today was the fact that the fingerprint scanner just stopped working. I mean, it's pretty bad, it's very inconsistent, but unlike that time, it just stopped working totally. I've also been playing games with the device, and something I noticed was the fact that playing graphically intensive video games tended to make this phone lag. So if you are going to play games on this device, just make sure you play casual games, not that intensive games. And after playing those games, I ran temperature tests, and I have to praise the phone because even with the aluminum unibody, I only got at least maximum 37 degrees, which is pretty good. And rounding up today with battery life, I finished the day with 2.4 hours of screen on time. That's 2 hours, 45 minutes of screen on time with about 34% left, which I would say is pretty okay, well, average. And today is the 5th day that I've been using the ZTE Blade A711, and I was outside today and I noticed that even at maximum brightness, the screen was still kind of dark and it wasn't as bright as it should be. And after using this phone for 5 days, I still cannot get used to the laggy as hell app switcher. Moving on to call quality. Call quality wasn't the best I've ever used, but I could hear the other parties and the other parties could hear me well. And coming to performance, I had no problems with the ZTE Blade A711. Even when I was switching apps and opening apps, it ran pretty well. And after taking photos for the past 5 days, let me start with the camera interface. Now I like the interface as it's quite minimalistic and straight to the point. But something I do not like is the fact that it's kind of a bit slow, the shutter speed I mean. Also, if you slide to the left, there are some extra added modes that ZTE included, but I never used any of them. And since I've been taking photos and videos from the first day of this review, let me play some video samples for you guys first. So this is the camera test of the front camera of the ZTE Blade A711. I kind of forgot the name for a minute there, so I'm just walking right now. Tell me what you feel in the comment section below. How the camera quality of the back camera is.
Yeah, saying hi.
And this is the back camera test of the ZTE Blade A711. Now I'm going to go to those flowers there to try to see if I can get some macro shots. So I'm just going to use tap to focus here. I do not know how the final outcome is going to be, so just let me know in the comment section below. I'm also going to tap to focus here to see how well it does. Let me try to go to somewhere vibrant like this place here. So you guys tell me what you feel about the quality. Now about exposure, let me point it to the sky there. Let's see how it meters. Let me point it back down. Point it to the back sky there to see how it transitions from dark to bright. Now also let me test that here. Bright, dark, bright, dark. Now I'm going to be walking with it to kind of give you guys how it's going to be if you're walking with this phone. So I'm just walking here, and lest I walk too much, that has been it for the back camera test of the ZTE Blade A711. And coming back from that test, currently right now I'm going to be showing you guys photos I've taken with the camera of the ZTE Blade A711. Now when it comes to dynamic range, it's okay. When it comes to sharpness, it's okay. Mostly what I would have to say about this phone is that most of this stuff is just pretty average. Rounding up today with battery life, I got a laughable 1.4 hours of screen on time with about 30% left, so battery probably not the best thing on this phone. And that has been it for the 5-day review of the ZTE Blade A711. Now I'm going to be giving you guys my pros and my cons of the device before rounding up this review. And starting off with the things I like about this device is the build quality. That aluminum unit body feels nice to the touch and nice to the grip. I like it. Also, the fingerprint scanner is great when it works. With that condition, when it works. And consuming media on the 5.5-inch Full HD display has been a joy all throughout these 5 days. I've really enjoyed watching stuff on this device. Okay Google, convert 729 ringgit to US dollars.
729 Malaysian ringgit.
And another pro is the price. For $170, it's actually not that expensive for a mid-range device. And that has been it for the things I love about this device. Now moving on to the things I do not really like about this device is starting with the fingerprint scanner. 40% of the time that I used it, it didn't work. It will only vibrate, refusing the finger before locking it and telling me to enter the password manually. I also hate that the capacitive buttons that are just dots, literally dots on the bottom of the front of the display, don't light up. So when you're using it in a dark place, you cannot actually see it well. And looking at the screen, it's very dull, undersaturated, and it just looks very plain compared to other devices. And the last most substantial thing is the fact that battery life on this is really inconsistent and on average is very poor. I was only managing to get about 2.5 to 3 hours of screen on time for the past 5 days. So when it comes to battery life, probably not the best. And concluding this video, I would say there are many things I do not like about this phone, but for that price at $170, or here in Malaysia for 729 ringgit, it's actually not that bad. But you know, I would say there are many alternatives, but if you still want to go ahead with this phone, it feels really good in the hand to hold, and the camera is actually not that bad. So that has been it for my thoughts on the ZTE Blade A711. Now as usual, I have 3 phones to compare this device with. I have the Xiaomi Mi Note, I have the Alcatel Flash 2, and I have the ASUS ZENFONE 2 Laser. So let me know which one you want me to compare first in the comment section below, and I shall make sure to do that. And that has been it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like this video if you like it, it helps me, I like it. thumbs up if there's anything you do not like in this video, and don't forget to leave a comment down there below telling me what you do not like, and don't forget to subscribe so you do not miss future amazing wonderful videos. Shall catch you guys next time. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye.